we can work our way out of our parents' sins, you know. But that's dealing with grace too, you know.
Yeah. That's why I call grace a gift. You know what I'm saying? Grace is a gift given to certain men or certain women, you know, by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
Want me to finish this?
Yeah.
Okay, it says, Yahweh Shai answered, neither hath this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of the Most High should be made manifest in him.
So those are three things on why things happen to people. It's either that person did something in their past life or in that life, or their parents did something, or the Most High is trying to show you something, man. Okay? But even if the Most High is trying to show you something, that person deserved it. Like if a cop blow a nigga head off, and the Most High is trying to show you that the so-called white man ain't with you, or that the system ain't with you, but at the same time, that dude did something. And the Most High didn't give him the gift of grace. The Most High said, hey, you gotta, you know, get up out of here, man. I don't want your type. Okay?
I can say something?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say what proves that is when you read in Job, it says no man dies innocent. So as far as the brother saying, if somebody, you know, head get blown off, or how you see a lot of these Negroes dying by the hands of the police, they did something, like the brother said, this life or the past life, because no man dies innocent. So when something happened to somebody and the judgment is death, they didn't did something. You might not know, or they might not know, but the Most High knows, and that's what matters, because He's the one that takes life, and He's the one that gives life, man.
That's one thing our people can't bring in, man. They can't understand it. I mean, if you say like you're saying, but like a baby dies from birth, you know what I'm saying? The Most High did it. I mean, well, that baby ain't do nothing. Well, the brother, we clearly brought the scripture out, man.
Yeah, they don't understand that you're out of control. There's nothing you can technically do to protect somebody, man. Because guess what? Hey, Esau and scientists are coming out with all kind of laws, like with car seats, man. Oh, you can't have your kids sleeping in the car seat because they can die and all that. But back like 10 years before, kids were sleeping in car seats. The bulk of them were living. But they're saying it's a danger now. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because the Most High is executing judgment on little babies, man. But Esau's trying to figure out a way to control the Most High's judgment. You can't do it. The Most High, basically, you're going to get to the point you can't even put him in car seats. You know, like they say, oh, you can't let him sleep on his stomach now. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, or you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't feed him this, you can't feed him that. But 10 years ago, you know, you had the baby boomers, man. These kids, they were putting out kids and they survived, man. You know? Oh, you gotta shoot them with this shot or shoot them with that shot. They can't leave the hospital unless they get this shot and that shot. Or they have to go to the hospital for this and that. You know? That wasn't the case 50 years ago or 60 years ago. Why is it the case now? Because of the Most High is executing judgment, and the so-called white man through his scientists is trying to control it, man. Okay? You can't control the Most High's judgment. All right? Just like with this a lot of situation with the government and the citizens. You can't control the vibration of insurrection between the government and the citizens, because that's what the Most High is stirring up, man. A kingdom shall be divided. It says a kingdom against a kingdom. Okay. You know, what's it? Kingdom against kingdom.
Nation against nation.
Nation against nation. Okay. What that means is different nationalities from basically from a low-level term, black against white. You can't avoid that. You can sit there and say yourself personally, oh, racism is old. But you go on TV, racism is happening. The reality is that racism exists. You know, and you know what? The only way you're going to get rid of it is if you get rid of the problem. Okay? Which is the so-called white man. Like the comedian Dave Chappelle said, I'm just reacting to this. I'm not in a position of authority. Okay? Just like that, if you have an athlete, right, and he does something wrong, they give him a large amount of years. You know, Adrian Peterson, they'll come down on him hard, take his whole life away from him, because they say he's a role model. He's in a position of authority. All right? But when the so-called white man does something, he's a police officer, he's a senator, he's a president, then they get a slap on the wrist. You know, prime example, the bankers. They messed up all their money, billions of dollars, and then what the government say? Oh, here's more billions of dollars. You know, everybody mess up sometime. You get more billions. That don't work like that on our level. All right, let you get your check, go to the club, or go to the casino and spend all your money in the casino. That's your L. They don't care about your kids or nothing. All right, you gotta go borrow more money or do something else, turn a trick or whatever, just to get your stuff back, because that's your fault. But here it is, the bankers can mess up money, they get billions more. Yeah. You know why? Because the people in authority make it so, man. Okay, whether you want to believe it or not, man. Whether you want to believe it or not, Negroes are getting shot every day. They've been getting shot. It's just, now you got cell phones now. Okay? Negroes been getting shot since I was young, man. Okay? They'll take you in a back alley and beat you down any day. You go to jail, you get out, you can't get a job. But here it is, the so-called white man did all them atrocities in slavery, but all of a sudden he get a pardon for that. And selling crack ain't got nothing on slavery. You know? The so-called white man shouldn't get no job. Alright? He should be working on the highways picking up trash right now. Forever, man. If you want to call justice, if it's the same thing, okay? Go ahead. Yeah.
It's Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage.
Yeah, so as in the days of Noah were, which is, what is the days of Noah? Represent the time right before it was the destruction of the whole inhabited earth, right? So he's saying, so as the days of Noah were, so is the same thing in this time. Our people are running around playing, you know, this same thing as this College World Series, you're drinking, you're clubbing, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with having fun, but if we were to sit here and quiz half of you, you don't know half of the Bible. You don't keep half of the Bible. So what that tells you about yourself, you have no time to play. Okay? That's just like you're in college and you're at a frat party, right? And you're playing and you ain't studied for your finals. Compared to a dude that been studying the whole time and he took pre-tests, he done took quizzes and he aced them. He can be at a party. He got that type of leeway. And those type of people, and guess what? Those type of people really don't want to be at parties because they recognize that that's a waste of time, man. But the bulk of our people, they're partying, they're playing. I forgot the guy, but the brother in Dallas is this old guy, man, and he brought out that he say black people shouldn't celebrate. Really, it's Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, they shouldn't celebrate. All right? There's no room for celebration when we're under oppression. Only time we should celebrate is when we really have something to celebrate about, and that's ruling our own nation. All right? The Bible says you shouldn't set another king over you, right? It says you shouldn't set a man of another nation over you, you know? And coincidentally, you got a black man as a president, that don't count. You can't sit there and condone, oh, we got Obama. No, we had heathens over us since the beginning of time in America, man. Obama ain't nothing but a stepping stone, and he's not our people, you know. But I'm just telling you on a shallow note, you know what I'm saying? But on a deeper sense, you're not supposed to have another nation over you, man. Okay? You don't go to Iran and see an Edomite as the Shah or whatever the term is of their leader is, man. You don't go to Russia, you know, and see an East Indian as sitting in Putin's seat. Okay? You don't see that. They put their own nation over their people, man. All right? But here in America, our people, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you accept anybody as your leader, man. Your leader is supposed to be your own people because your own people know what's best for you. The so-called white man don't know what's best for Jake. or Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? They barely know about the things that's going on in our neighborhoods, and if they do, then they're the ones that signed off on it. Like Ray Nagin, man. Okay? The one that's responsible for putting crack in the neighborhoods, man. Okay? Another guy, not another guy, but another situation. I believe that the government, not believe, we know it's a fact, but it's got to be some type of conspiracy that the government is starting to pump heroin in the neighborhoods, man, in Jake neighborhoods. Okay? Because, hey, through research, you got this drug called, they call it Flocka, man. You know, because meth ain't work. Meth hit the Edomites, the so-called white men. So they had to bring out a new drug called Flocka. It's real cheap and the same thing as meth, man. And Jake is on that and it's destroying them, man. They say that's a new crack, man. Okay? Got our people going crazy. And then you got Planned Parenthood, okay? Through abortion. Aborting all our people, but you want our people, Black Lives Matter, man. You had a police lieutenant said Black Lives Matter. Basically, you black women wouldn't be aborting all these children, man. Okay? And that's hypocrisy. Okay? But while all this is going on, our people are drinking and being married. Okay, here it is, the Judite woman, one of the 12 tribes, they have the highest abortion rate. Okay? Amongst all women, amongst all nations upon the face of the earth. But y'all the main ones twerking. Y'all the main ones saying that y'all need respect. Y'all the main ones talking about you're independent and you're a woman and blah, 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 blah. You know? A lot of y'all Negroes out here talking about Black Lives Matter, but half y'all selling drugs. Y'all giving the so-called white man an excuse to lay the hammer on you, man. And guess what? These everyday Edomites don't care, or the everyday so-called white man don't care because he watches on the news and say, yeah, they're thugs. You know? Guess what? If in theory, if it's not going to happen, but in theory, if our people were to get into these scriptures, all right, keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and then we project ourselves in society like that, if the so-called white man say they're thugs, you can't say that if we out in the streets being men of the Lord. But because y'all selling drugs, y'all gang banging, y'all doing all this foolishness, then what they put on the news is believable. You know? When they shoot a nigga down, white people don't care. Like, oh, they thugs. Shoot them down. But guess what? If we're all out here in garments, we all out here keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, praising the Most High, the colored Lord. Because I see a lot of people looking at this sign, the Lord is a dark-skinned man. All right? We believe in Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, but we believe in the dark-skinned one. This one is a phony. Okay? And that's another, you know, another tip of the iceberg, man. You know? We may get into that, man. You know? We're gonna finish that.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
Yeah, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. That's what's going on. And guess what? That ark is going to be the chariot to the Most High. All right, the wheel inside of a wheel. Okay, where it says shine like beryl. I forgot the lights that it presents. Amber. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful sight to see. Nothing like it. Nothing that the so-called white man could create. The same person that says the diamond is one of the most precious jewels on the world, but all the jewels that the Most High presents, that they illuminate when direct light hits it. A diamond turns dark as a coal when direct light hits it, man. All right? The Most High is talking about building us a city paved with gold, walls of gold. Okay? You know, self-illuminating kingdom. When it's nighttime, you ain't gonna need no street lights. It's gonna be shining so much, man. You know, just the glare of the moon, the light of the moon bouncing off the river and hitting the wall, illuminate the whole city, man.
Night lights.
You know.
Natural night lights.
Yeah. You know. But here it is. You want a mansion. You know. You want You want a new car, you want an Audi or something like that, man. Most High got chariots, okay, that could go from planet to planet. Our people content with you know, shit, man. You know, lack of better words. Okay?
It says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left.
Yeah, I watched this movie where I forgot it's like The Forgotten or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And they had a lot of bullshit in it. It was full of bullshit, like 80% bullshit. But they did have one thing right, that the real true believers were getting taken up, man, and they got left behind. But they had the plot as though that they can start believing and doing what they had to do to be taken up. No, one thing they had right is that your brother, your cousin, your co-worker, all these people are gonna be taken up, and you're gonna be like, man, that person was a believer from the jump, man. That's us, Lord willing. We remain in the elect seat. We're gonna be getting beamed up, and people are gonna be amazed. And it says that in the Book of Wisdom of Solomon. If I'm wrong, yeah, chapter 5. You know, it says that, you know, that we should be taken up, and they shall be amazed. Okay?
Is this the man?
Yeah, is this the man? Because before that, what we said earlier in the Wisdom of Solomon, that they counted our life madness.
Yep.
So they're in that mindset of saying we're wasting our time. You know, when we say, man, you know, fuck school. You know, we say, you know, fuck this world. You know, fuck that job. You know, I get a job as long as my ends meet. You know, futuristically, getting a bunk job is a waste of time, man. You know, why ain't you progressing yourself? A lot of our family members look at us like that, man. All right? You know, and the Most High said, if the world hated me, and best believe the world gonna hate you. So when you come into the real truth, the world gonna hate you. You know, hey, sometimes that will get to you. But there ain't nothing but Satan. But sometimes it's like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? All my people, all the people that used to fuck with me, they don't fuck with me because I'm in this truth. You know what I'm saying? They'll be having events, they'll have big parties or whatever, and you know it'll be going down, and you'll have some fun there and stuff like that, whatever. Then you kind of, you know, a little taste of the world will mess with you, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta rebuke yourself and be like, man, fuck them, man. You know? Hey, man, at the Most High, I'm in His truth. You know?
Salakia, if I can say something. Like I was telling brothers earlier, you know, somebody wanted me to RSVP, you know what I'm saying, one of their weddings in September. They gotta have their numbers by August, but I got to RSVP by July. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing in September. I don't know what's gonna be going on, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, if it's a wedding, it's either on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and those is the days I'm with the brothers. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what I'm RSVP for? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like basically, now that's that he that loses life shall find it. You either want to please these people of the world, or you want to, hey, I can't make it. Those are days I'll be with my camp, or make an excuse or whatever, man. I can't make it. At the end of the day, I can't make it. You know what I'm saying? To please the Most High. That's what it is.
That type of lying is acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah.
You still want to tell the truth, but that type of lying is acceptable, man, because we don't owe the world nothing.
I'm gonna be sick then. How about
And I want to segue that into the fact that the so-called white man teaches our people that they teach our people to get into all this foolishness, to believe that's what it is, to be accepted by the bulk. Okay, the 12 disciples wasn't accepted by the bulk of the people. They all were crucified. All these pastors of love. You got, you know, churches with thousands of people in it, man. You know, that should tell you, like, man, this can't be the truth, man. I told myself that when I was in the world, and the Most High put the Spirit on me to begin reading. I'm like, you know, the Lord said that not many shall follow. Like, not, you know, everybody's calling the name of Jesus. Can't be the name because everybody's calling on it. That don't match up with the prophecies. You know, why you don't tell yourself that? Because it's real easy to join a church that everybody loves, man. It's real easy to join a religion that everybody loves, and you can still go to work. You know, you can go home and say, oh, I believe in Jesus, You go there. But if you say I'm an Israelite, I'm only Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans and make it in the kingdom of heaven, then people ain't gonna like you, man. They ain't like Peter for saying that. They ain't like the Lord for saying that. And that's what's gonna happen. All right? People don't like us. They say we preach hate. Hey, how should I preach hate? He said, those that will not worship me, bring them hither and slay them before me, man. He said, hate the evil and love the good. You know what we preach? We preach truth. We preach facts. Okay? We're not gonna gloss it up with something fabricated, man. Because guess what? Whatever you gloss it up with, whatever's underneath it is gonna eventually get old, man. You know? If your bread moldy, you can't throw a bunch of mustard on it and cover up the taste. That bread's still moldy, so when you eat it, you're gonna get sick. You know? America's moldy. America's full of, it's mold, it's corrupted, decrepit, and the Most High is gonna bring this place down because it is wicked, man. Same way he brought Sodom and Gomorrah down, same reason why he brought Egypt down, same reason why he brought Babylon down, he gonna bring America down, okay? Because it's full of wickedness, man. And the people love to have it so, okay? You know?
If I may, just going what you were saying, that we preach the truth, man. Like that's why Nate thing is booming so hard, man.
Yeah, yep.
With the IUIC, with the Christ thing, man, because they flocking to that.
Yeah, boom. Yeah, that's the neutral way to get everybody is to say the Most High in Christ. Exactly. Instead of saying Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If we sit here and say, put up this sign and say, this is not Christ, this is Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know, the bulk of the people gonna be like, no, what the fuck is they talking about? So, a few people gonna be like, why you say that's his name? You know what I'm saying? But if we say this is not the real Christ, the real Christ is dark, then more people will say, okay, well, I see what you're saying. All right, we're not here to get a lot of people. We're here to get people with intelligence, with spiritual integrity, man. The Most High never dealt with a lot of people. He dealt with sincere people. When you read the Bible and say, this is what I need to do because the Bible says so. That's what the Lord dealing with. He ain't dealing with, oh, my mama told me to do this, so I'm going to do it. All right? The Most High ain't dealing with no mama boy. He ain't dealing with no banger, no thug, no hardcore. He dealing with people that are soldiers for the Lord, for the purpose of the Lord. Okay? I don't care if your predecessor, your father or your mother was a man or woman of the Lord and she raised you to be so, and you just kept them laws because that's how you was taught. The Most High ain't gonna be dealing with you because it's not in sincerity. Now, if they raised you up to be so and you really understand and you get into it, then that's beautiful. But, you know, in theory, if you're, you know, like Yaiqua grandson, man, he was raised up to be in the truth, but he bugged out, man. You know? But, hey, he was raised up in the right manner.